Welcome to 1604 Scotland Street Southwest. Some of the features on this home you'll find nowhere else. This home has aluminum shingles on the roof. These were selected because they are aluminum and they do radiate heat. Along with the home energy grant that was given on this house for extra insulation in the attic area, this home is very cool and has very rare days where it's hot in the summer and winter. Most of the windows on the home were upgraded to an aluminum clad window that was color matched to the trim, so there's no painting on most of the windows of the house. This is a basement window. All new sidewalks were put in at this house, including a front patio. As you can see, there's some styrofoam insulation there. The sidewalks are insulated from the bottom as there is radiant heat. It's ready for radiant heat. It's roughed in so that you can have a snow melt system here. To aid in efficiency, there was 2 to 4 inches and in some places 6 inches of insulation underneath the concrete. And the concrete is a rather thick, or 4 to 5 inches of concrete, so it won't crack. It's got heavy rebar, half-inch rebar. There is 3 roughed-in areas. The sidewalk on the left side of the house is a ramp instead of stairs. The reason why we selected that was because we wanted to be able to walk somebody down without having stairs to shovel. The 3 roughed-in zones have the front sidewalk, which is one zone at 150 feet, the side ramp is 150 feet, and the patio around the pool in the back is 300 feet. All coming and going into the garage underground. There's a snow melt sensor put into the sidewalk on the left-hand side of the house on the ramp side. In the event that you wanted to only operate the ramp, it would automatically start, and the front sidewalk. You could have a little bit more efficiency if you didn't want to do the back of the whole property. The controller is also available in the box in the garage. All the PEX radiant goes into the garage for easy access. My estimation with pumps, what is required is about $5,000 worth of materials and plus labor. And rarely will you shovel again. A new foundation was put in the back of the home to repair the block foundation that was there. This is an insulated foundation that comes out about 6 feet by 6 inches thick of hardboard insulation. Along with the new concrete floor in the basement, there was a heat run put along the back wall to make the basement a little bit warmer. No overhead power lines run across the backyard as new service was put to the garage and underground wiring to the house, making a clear sky in the backyard. 125 amp service to the garage and 100 amp service in the house. The basement turned out beautiful, and the travertine floors in the basement are heated with 2 zones, making it warm and comfortable in the basement. The in-ground hot tub has its own foundation. It was completed by a professional. Having the hot tub under the ground, under the hardboard insulation that fully surrounds the back patio, which has 300 feet of radiant in it, makes this very efficient. Hot tub isn't very expensive to heat. Because the hot tub is in the ground, it's much more efficient to heat because the heat doesn't escape only from the top, which there's a cover for. Now the hot tub holds about 9 to 10 people. All the workings for the hot tub are in the garage conveniently, and changing filters and everything can be done in the garage. This has a filter the size of a regular pool. In the event that the system shuts down in the winter time, this pool doesn't freeze. These are full-size pool equipment, not hot tub equipment. Exterior plugs are switched and made for the water fountain that's on the back wall, and lots of GFCI plugs in the backyard. Custom metal railings all over the deck, which are strong railings. They're curved railings and they're custom made for this patio only. Someone, a previous owner, went to considerable expense to build this garage. It is built like a basement of a house. Therefore, we pulled the roof off to add an addition of an office above and raise the height of the garage inside in the front half. A development permit was taken for this and all closed out. The additional office that was 11 by 12 is a fantastic space to operate a home business or have a hobby room. It's heated electrically from the floor, and it's very efficient. It doesn't get cold and operates in the coldest of weather. It's nice and warm. In the event that the under-tile electric heat ever stopped working, it's already roughed in for hydronic heat under the office area when the boiler is added for the use of this system. The garage is 28 wide by 24 deep. Now the inside dimensions aren't quite that big because it's 8-inch thick concrete walls. The garage is heated with gas heater, which is no problem to heat. But because it's built into the ground, oftentimes it gets enough heat just from the ground to not freeze in the winter. It only freezes in the coldest temperatures. The addition of the carport that runs at about 29 feet long and 11'3" high would accommodate most of the larger RVs or boats that you might want to keep there. Now there's a steel articulating gate that's locked inside and out. Would-be thieves would have to jump over the gate and then jump back out, so it keeps the property nice and secure. The garage is fitted with vinyl siding front and back, and on the sides it's metal siding. On the top we have aluminum soffits with a commercial trim, powder coated trim. There's no painting. And on the roof is a commercial metal roof, so very resistant to hail or anything else, and no maintenance. The whole house was taken apart, especially the exterior walls, and re-insulated. New three-wire electrical was put in place in every run. All new PEX plumbing on the pressure. All ABS was fitted in the house, so it was all re-insulated with the home energy brand. The house only has one run of electrical left that would be 2-wired, and everything else was replaced all in. One of the first things you'll see about the house is the beautiful view you get of the city in the fall and spring, and in the winter when Triangle Park has no leaves on the trees. It's one of those captivating views of the city at night you'll always appreciate. The backyard was created for entertaining large amounts of people, or just having a quiet space where there's no one that can look in your backyard from behind, and very little view from either side of the property. It's a very private space, and it's out of the wind with all of the shelter of the fences and trees and rear office area. It's very difficult to put a number on what it would cost to put a backyard together like this now with the landscape. I can only say that the rear deck, which was already there, might have been a $30,000 deck. It's very well built, and it's large sonotubes and good structure. The railings themselves, I was quoted even aluminum powder coated railings would have cost me around $10,000, $12,000, but they wouldn't have been curved as these are and custom made. The patio cost around, sidewalks at the time, around $25,000, and the pool was about $20,000 for the pool like that. Today's money to put a garage in with an office above and heated and a carport, I'm thinking around, and in the ground with retaining walls as this is set up, probably around $75,000, maybe more on today's numbers. So with that said, I mean, you've got a lot to spend here.